My name is Lloyd Robertson, and my connection with mental illness is through my mother. And indeed, I only started talking about it myself a couple of years ago. And when it was revealed on a documentary we did last year, I had immediate calls from people who wanted to talk about this. So it's everywhere. We know that. And we are delighted to be a part of something that is bringing the subject out of the shadows for the first time. Fighting stigma, as we all know, is not going to be easy, and because 50% of people who are worried about mental illness being in their families or have mental illness in their families say they would not tell anyone about it, even today. So we have a long way to go, but at least we're making a start, we're getting there, and I know that a lot of great things will come out of this conference in that respect.
It's taken me 4 years to get here, and no words can express how deeply honored and moved I am to be here with my sister Jessie and my nephew Kalen. I would not be here if it wasn't for them. So I am here today not as the actress that you all probably have seen on the various screens available for our entertainment today, but as a member of a family. I'm here as a daughter, a sister, an aunt, and a mother. I have learned that 1 out of 4 families is touched by mental illness. The fact that mine is one of them puts us right at the heart of the entire human family.
Thank you, everyone, for being here today and for helping to spread the word on mental illness and mental health. We have Glenn Close, who is here with her family, and Jessie Close and Kaylin Pick, who have together co-founded a very important organization in the United States called Bring Change to Mind.
Glenn mentioned earlier the disconnect between how common these problems are. In Canada, our data tells us 1 in 5 Canadians, not over the course of their lives, 1 in 5 Canadians every year experiences some form of mental illness. So why would something so ubiquitous, so common, be associated with so much prejudice and discrimination?
I think it's tremendously important that we just have the courage to come out. Me as living with in a family with mental illness, and my family members as living with those mental illnesses themselves. There's nothing to, there's nothing to be ashamed of. You're not alone. 1 in 4 is a pretty staggering number. And that's why it's always amazing to me that there's so much stigma. Because if people are honest, they know someone.
If you have hesitation about talking about this, just tap into the love instead of the suffering, because they're equal. Actually, the love is bigger.
Well, start small, Start talking amongst yourselves within your family, and then, find a group, another family or an organization in your community where you can take the step to talk to maybe a few more people. It's easier said than done for sure, but I think it's the little wins that will count. Just go 1 step at a time. And I think if you really are serious about the recovery of your family members, that you should take seriously your need to be able to talk about it, to lift that burden from them and from yourself.
The other thing for families is the opportunity to get support from other families, to learn from the experience of other families who've also had to deal with a family member who's faced their own struggles. And there's a huge amount to be learned from other families, as well as a huge amount of support that people can get from other families, that shared experience.